Okay, there. You've got the bumper going.
Ooh, the bumper.
Yeah.
Well,
There
I
you
got I
go.
got half of
Okay.
Jake's face, and it would be the half without the tattoo.
Well, my glasses are up.
Half
Hold
of
on.
Jake's
There we
face.
go.
That's okay. It doesn't matter what you can see. All that matters is my screen since I'm streaming it.
Wow.
I can see everybody else's faces.
No, please tell us how you really feel.
Mine's front and center, so I guess that's what's important, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. David's wearing Deadpool. I feel like we got to showcase the Deadpool.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Pretty cool.
Before we get too far into this episode,
It's not just Deadpool. It's Deadpool with a Tampa Bay Buccaneers belt buckle.
oh yeah, that's a cool shirt. Anyway, real quick, well, let's go ahead and officially congratulate Dylan and Lindsay on their baby. It was
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
yesterday. So yeah,
Yes.
Congratulations.
Young
Now the
Echo.
Starforge can be built.
now the
Echo,
Star
what was
Forge
the
can
middle
be
name?
built. Echo, I don't remember what the middle name was.
I will look it up right. I'll tell you in 2 seconds here.
What?
Anyways,
Zion?
Echo Zion. That's right.
Yeah, okay, Echo Zion.
so Dylan and
Echo Zion
I were
Rancheria.
Dylan and I were joking and we were saying that like his son was born like when the world was ending. So it's like he's got the
Wow.
coolest like origin story.
We were saying that if he doesn't like at least become the leader of a rebel group, we're gonna be a little sad. Because he has to have the dramatic speech as I was born at the end of the world.
No. I was born at the end of time.
Or wait. My story began as the world ended.
And people were hoarding toilet paper.
Yes.
They'll call him the Charmin King.
This was in the days before toilet paper became the official currency in the apocalyptic wasteland.
This is when ice cream still existed.
Oh,
Don't even joke about that.
That's
That
a
one,
terrible
that was a
thing
little
to
hard
say.
right there. Is what that was.
proof that Matt's the worst. Everyone has witnessed it live.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Wow.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to Comic Talk 616. We got a fun episode. Not only are we recording, but we're live on Facebook.
We're on Facebook, YouTube, and I believe we're also on Mixer.
Ooh, and Mixer. Okay. Mixing it up. Anyways,
Yes.
So we have a fun episode this week. We're actually talking about fandom conspiracy theories. And the only thing I'm going to say is the ones that I found are things that people actually believe. They believe they're true events or they actually exist or existed. And just to name off a couple, Harry Potter and Star Wars are on there, where people actually believe these are true events or actually currently do exist. Either parallel or non-parallel universes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you think that you're going crazy from cabin fever. These people believe this stuff pre-quarantine. So, yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts that people actually do that. So yeah. Anyways, how was everyone's week so far?
Yeah, mine was a fairly normal week.
Yep, so is mine. 2,600 miles.
I've been within 5 feet of this one position for a whole week. No, technically, I did go. Actually, I have been going on like walks and like I drove to my mom's house a couple times.
Does the rest of your house exist, Matt?
You have visited your restroom in that time, right? Because that's more than 5 feet from your position.
He just a Mountain Dew bottle, sets it on the counter.
About it. It's like,
I got a bucket, so
Thoughts?
no.
Thoughts
I mean,
of that
you
MMO?
can go to work with us
No.
if you're doing that.
Yeah.
No, I've just been mostly like my work computer is physically like just out of screen over here, like right there.
Yeah. Right now, I'm having thoughts back to the episode of South Park where they are all playing the MMO and just like living in their basements and not moving, having everything brought to them.
You know, I felt a little bit like that today when I realized that I've been playing Fallout for 6 hours.
cat.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh? Yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom and I need to eat something.
Funny thing is his waste and his food are the same thing, so he's just recycling through it.
Wow.
What the hell's wrong with you?
It's harsh.
What is wrong with you,
That sounds quick.
bro? Why?
That's
Had to drive it all the way down there.
No, we're done. This is let's pull it out. This is we're past this stop. How about everybody else's week?
Well, I'm essential. Apparently, that means I still work. So, checking these water pads out all week. This is my 7th day on. So, 7th night on.
good times.
Okay.
Dude.
Yep, I'm essential. I run Costco dedicated reefer load, so I'm not slowing down anytime soon.
But has somebody tried to hijack your truck yet? Because I been worried about you this week, thinking about that, how you run Costco trucks, and Costco's a little bit crazy right now.
Dude, I bet
Nope,
you could run
I,
a black market of toilet paper. You'd make so much money.
I park inside the gate at Costco in Salt Lake, and I park in the dock when I get to Denver, and there's cops on rolling rotations through the Costco parking lot. I'm not worried.
Dude, that's
I
crazy.
sleep really well.
Am I the only one who doesn't work right now?
Yes. Out of
Oh.
us 5, yes.
I make clicky lines, but I'm still technically working.
And I carry a sledgehammer in my truck.
Oh.
Yeah.
My life is boring. So I decided to dig a hole in my backyard and build a fire pit because I was bored.
Hold on.
But
Yeah.
that should serve well in another episode around the fire pit.
Yeah, no, yeah, like campfire stories would be fun, but it's just like I have done. Dude, I'm so bored. I just want to go back to work.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. You know how you're like, man, it'd be cool if I got to stay home. I always wanted to work from home. No, you don't. No. No, you don't. I tell you right now.
Are the
no, you
walls
don't.
closing in upon you? Getting a little tighter?
No, I'm just
So you know,
really
video,
want to go
live stream,
like to a populated area.
unclosed.
you know, I've gotten cabin fever when I like start doing TikToks and I shave my beard or head at home. Like, it's at that point, it's just like I need someone to come to my house, take me to my backyard, and like put me down like a sick dog.
Jake, take the hat off.
Because it's at that
You
point
take
it's
your
gone
hat
too
off.
far.
What's below the hat?
Hair.
There's
Don't
hair
worry,
down there?
still there.
Okay. All right. We're good.
Well,
I went
if
on
you
a
need
5-mile,
head shaving
hike
pointers
up
when
to
it
the
comes
monument
time, you let me
today,
know.
so you can go
Dude,
out somewhere.
I do.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
do.
gonna leave a tiny patch of hair with an X so you know where to shoot. It's so bad, man. Like, at first it was like, oh, okay, this isn't bad. It's like a little vacation, and then it was like, okay, I'm kind of getting bored of it, and now I'm just like, I want to eat dirt.
Dirt
Well,
doesn't taste that good.
I'm bored, dude. I'm so
Go
bored.
to the gas station or
Eat
something,
some-
man.
I've done it all. Like, I have literally done it all, and I'm doing everything I can to not be like a quarantine cliche doing like
At least
TikToks with my spouse or my dog or my kid, or I might go doorbell
Shameless
ditching.
book plug, but if you need books, you let me know and I'll send you a set.
Dude, I have the greatest idea. Okay, skip my week because my week was
I'm
boring.
printing
but this
cosplay
is-
pieces.
Ooh.
It's the first
Nice.
piece for my Mandalorian armor.
What if I
right
did a
now I've
live
got-
stream of doorbell ditching,
Yeah.
like on Twitch?
That way we can watch you get shot or stabbed.
You
Live.
should make your
Dude,
own Twitch.
I
do
bet I'd
that.
make so much money off that though. Like, if I got shot, people would pay me a ton. My hospital bills taken care of. I'd also
Can't
get
spend
scanned
your
super
money
quick.
if you're dead, Jake.
It would probably sound something like this.
Well,
But I
Hey,
it
wouldn't be
doesn't
bored.
have to be a
$1 sign.
fatal shot.
True.
I just got shot.
That's something you. I don't know if I ever want to hear on a live stream or see.
Welcome to the hospital stream.
Yeah.
You know,
So
use a
that's-
small caliber and shoot him in the leg. You know.
Yeah, and that would make it harder for me to run, which would make things more interesting. See, that's
Yeah, but-
creating content.
Thing
shoot
is,
him in
Jake,
both legs.
maybe you
and then
should
he'd
come
have to
over to
crawl.
Fruta and do that, because you'll probably not get shot. You're in Clifton. You're definitely get a good shot.
You're definitely
That's
gonna
what
get
makes
shot.
it more fun.
You're like
If I do it in
100%.
Frida, neighbors will probably just start joining me on a jog, like, "Oh, I didn't know we were running today," and I'll be like, "Who are you?"
It's gonna be like that Forrest Gump scene. Like,
Yeah,
I did have a pretty cool thing happen this week. I got some fan mail
Oh, very
for
cool.
my book series from a girl that I met in Colorado Springs like 3 years ago.
okay, dude, I have to tell you the truth. I was that girl in Colorado Springs. It was me the whole time.
Well, that's cool. Then I'm sending you a book on Monday.
guess you're gonna go to Colorado Springs to get
That
it.
was really cool to get that and get kind of a prod like, when's the shit coming? Like, what are you doing? The world has stopped. You should be writing extra. And I was like, yeah, there's video games and okay.
That's funny. That's
Yeah, why
hilarious.
aren't you writing?
I need to be. It was a good reminder that I need to be doing things
Yeah.
other than just playing video games.
I just realized we have not even done a review on David's books at all.
That's because the rest of us need to read them.
We do.
I think Annalise is well on her way. I don't think she's finished all 3 yet, but she's on her way. So when she's done with them, I think she's gonna. We'll either do a mini review, or if the rest of us have a chance to read them all, we'll do a full review. So
We have the time. The
problem is,
quarantine.
I don't have a lot of
You have the
time
time.
reading physical books. All my reading is done through audiobook right now. So
I'm still technically working from 9 to 5.
So Dave, get
I mean,
those books.
I have
on,
a little
on
time,
audio.
I actually, I have the recording software to do that. I just got all the mics and everything. I just need to practice with some editing and
and hire Morgan
Hey.
Freeman to read them.
Nika,
No. Get Brian Weller to do it.
my wife says she'll read them for you.
To
David.
read them?
Yeah.
yeah, let's do it.
I don't know if Brian's
You should
particularly
do
good at
like
reading.
a dramatic audio like podcast style. So hire voice actors to like read certain characters and have like
See?
a narrator.
That'd be awesome.
That would be
that
cool.
costs
That would
money.
be really fun.
That's why he just finds people who are like, hey, like, you want to do me a solid? It's nothing. A little bit of violence and money, like a little bit of money.
I
Can
mean,
fix.
That's
Like,
technically how I
take
got
$20
involved
for a
in,
bullet.
that's
Work
technically
for
how I got
Pablo.
involved in the Kill Zero.
You get Brian to do it as his dwarf Viridian.
You could. It hurts his voice actually after a bit.
Oh.
I know because sometimes he does it on Sunday, and then we have a game on Tuesday. And by the end of it, he was like crying.
He should just make his dwarf like a heavy smoker, so there's like an explanation on why his voice changes.
Nah, he wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
What is it? Because the game where we play on Tuesdays usually is really like visual. We actually did a different campaign. He's doing a half orc, and he's like his voice went like way different with that one. That one's crazy.
Anyways, so with our weeks done, Matt, do we have any news, or are we dry? Is our well dry?
We're pretty dry, but I got a few stories. I had a few stories that I found in the last couple days. It's not really much. I got like, that's 4. Okay, that's 4. So there's a new, there's a Cooking Mama game. I know this doesn't sound like our thing, but we should talk about it because they are rumoring that this Cooking Mama game is actually being used to mine cryptocurrency.
Whoa.
So like people are installing it and basically dedicating part of their whatever device they're using to mine cryptocurrency for the overarching company. Apparently they're getting pulled from from different eShops, which that's kind of nuts. Like
That's smart though, because like you know, people especially now are like they have nothing to do, so they just grind for hours playing those games.
yeah, I mean, for sure. And I mean, it's a crazy thing to think about that, like, you can basically generate money by lying to people and kind of stealing part of their computer, essentially.
Yeah.
Dude.
Let's see. Trying to find what the other one was, because there was one talking about Doom movie reboot.
Reboot.
Apparently, a reboot of the Doom movie, the terrible one.
Oh gosh, the one that could give you like seizures.
That
Yeah,
poor attempt at the FPS film.
I mean, the FPS part's the only good part about it. The rest was pretty
Yeah,
terrible.
that, like 2.5 minute section of
So
it.
they had just
watch
tried to
that.
release another.
Yeah.
They tried to release another movie last year. It was on Netflix. I couldn't even get halfway through. It was so bad. It was worse. I don't know how it was worse, but it was worse.
Yeah, I just watched
Like-
it the one time. It was painful.
The
I
first
never
one.
even tried.
They changed too much too. You can't even really call it a Doom movie.
Oh, did you guys see that Onward is on Disney Plus?
Yes.
Oh,
and
nice.
We watched it yesterday. It is fantastic.
It's good. It's so good. I loved it.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna
a
watch it
very
tomorrow.
good Film.
I don't have Disney Plus yet.
You heathen.
Terrible.
Steve, can you kick him off the chat, please?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
terrible.
Hold on. Let's see.
Oh,
Let's see. Remove from no.
So I have some gamer news, I suppose. I don't know if you
Sure.
guys already hinted at Hero 32 for Overwatch being released.
Oh, yes.
Echo.
I don't know if I
Echo.
mentioned it much, but yeah.
Echo
I
is
did
Dylan's
see it.
son.
So it's
Not a
still on
video
the
game character?
PTR. It's
Yeah,
still
I
on the
got a chance to play
PTR.
it yet.
Oh yeah.
So I logged in and played it a little bit. And she's really cool. It's a damage character, but right now she's super OP as they always are when they first come in. But
I did see a video of them showing like how far you could travel without touching the ground. That's a bit much.
She flies, and like her ult. So what she does for her ult is she copies whoever's in play, and you take them, and then you only have to do like 3 or 4 hits with that character. So let's say that there's a Ryan, and you copy Ryan. You hit 2 or 3 people, and you already have Reinhardt special to go. You can copy Diva, do a couple of shots, and you've got a Diva bomb. And you can even, depending on the individual in the scenario, you can get 2 or 3 ults out in 30, 40 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
insane.
That's kind of fast.
That sounds like
Yeah.
fun.
They've nerfed her. They've nerfed her 3 times in the PTR already. So we'll see how it comes out. But that should be launching. That should be come off the PTR. I'm thinking this next week.
The only time I was able to get 3 ults off in under a minute was pre-Brigida nerf. When she was a terror and she could hold off 5 people at once.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That's yeah.
I have yet to play Overwatch, so
You
Who are
heathen.
we kicking
Move
off
him from the chat.
So I feel like we need to this next week then get you involved. If you're bored and you haven't
Yes.
played Overwatch, we can have a group Overwatch game. That's what we need to do.
Yes.
you need to do it. Yeah, I'll need to get it, and yeah, we'll need to play.
It's probably pretty
I've been-
cheap at this point.
Yeah, I've been playing
Yeah, it's
Warframe,
not
which has
expensive.
been pretty fun. So, yeah, fun game.
But all you guys are on console, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got it on
You have a-
console,
You have a,
Xbox, or PlayStation.
yeah, you have a PS4. Get on there.
David, both Davids? Do you guys have Fallout yet?
No.
Fallout 76?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
You
I'm
Facebook,
angry with
just
them
in
for
case
doing that
anybody's
instead of
watching.
Elder Scrolls, and I haven't decided if I'm going to try it. Do you like it?
Dude, Matt and I have fun. Matt, why don't you tell them our current business
So,
venture on Fallout?
It is okay. Let me.
My
let
wife
me
plays it on PS.
allow me to start by saying, it's still a buggy mess, but it's a fun buggy mess.
It is a
It's a fun buggy mess.
I mean, because there's definitely stuff where you're like, yeah, that's a bug. Like I got caught in the floor the other day, like just stuck.
In the rock, yeah, he was like this in the air, like a
Well,
wacky wave
it's a
Balloon Tube,
Bethesda
man.
game. It's gonna have bugs for the first 10 years.
Yeah, no, this is gonna have bugs forever. But I also like when I was playing last week, I ran into like some enemies that spawned in but couldn't interact. So like I was supposed to kill them, but I couldn't.
That definitely sounds.
No, it's really fun to play with other people.
Which
There
for
is a lot of
games, that's not really high praise, but that's not the only thing that makes this game good. Besides the issues it has,
they did a really good job with all the story elements. So a lot of little, like every place has a story, has at least a little story about what happened there. It's really fun to look and explore around. So I think what happened is it seems like they got a little overambitious. Because the story's really good, like the world's put together well. It just doesn't seem like the actual gameplay is executed as well as it could be. Now it's still fun, mind you. Like I said, mind you, it's still fun.
It's lots of fun, especially if you play with a group of people.
Yeah, building stuff, like running around, all the different stuff you can do with each other. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It is kind of funny because there's areas in the game that are for higher level character players, and some that are not. So at certain areas, so Jake's a way lower level than I am. I'm almost at 60. I think Jake's still at like 15.
15, yeah, we just got up to 15 because we killed the Scorch Beast.
Oh yeah, right. So he's at 15. I'm almost at 60, and the cap's at 50. So you really don't get any stronger after level 50. You can just reassign your
points.
Yeah, your different points, your special points.
Yeah, because when we played a week ago or whenever it was, there was a guy on there that was like 313 or something.
Yeah, so what it does after 50 is either you can reassign one of your special points,
plug some power,
or you can
into
get a
my
new
webcam.
perk card.
Yeah, and currently what Matt and I have done, which seems to put a target on our back for some
I'll be right
reason.
back.
You could have vendors. You could be a vendor in the game and sell things. And Matt and I have gone around and collected a good chunk of all the toilet paper in our server, and selling it at a ridiculous price, as well as drugs, alcohol, and body parts. So, if you need to get a foot in the door, you have a foot. You need to get a head, you have a head. People aren't too happy with that, so they blatantly attack us.
Somebody shot Jake's base with a mini nuke, or several.
Yeah.
All I know is
that's
I saw a cloud, and then I didn't see Jake's base anymore. And I saw where it should be because the frame's still there, but the base is not.
Yeah. So we. So yeah, it's been super fun. I think especially during the social distancing thing, I think it's definitely a fun game to connect with friends and to play. And it's not the best game in the world at all by any means, but it's definitely worth the $20 you're going to pay for it to play with your friends 2 or 3 times a week.
I think that this is the ultimate time to be a gamer because everybody else in the world is having these tremendous withdrawals and struggling to cope with life and the essence of what to do. And gamers are just we're just going to buy a different game and do the same stuff we've always done.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm not a gamer by any means, but I've definitely taken advantage to play some games. Play some games because normally I get a game to play with my friends, and I never really get a game because I'm interested in it. And that's kind of what I've been doing, sort of taking advantage of that. So, yeah, it's been fun. So.
Nice.
I think you should get it, Dave, and both of you guys should join us.
I will join you. I can do that.
You should if you can. That'd be awesome.
What system am I getting it for?
PS4.
PS4. Okay.
Yeah, and Matt and I go on some crazy adventures. I don't know why, but whenever we play, it's something always ends up happening. Like I said, like we were telling the other Dave, top right, top left, Dave. We were just wandering around, and the Scorch Beast attacked us, and on a whim, we're like, I guess we're gonna kill it, and we did. So.
Yeah. Yes.
Check your phone quick.
Sure.
I know my wife has it. I can't remember if she had it for Xbox One or PS4.
Yeah,
Well,
I think it's like
find out.
$20 right now. That's how much I got it for.
Oh, you did pick it up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I've been
thinking-
playing, so.
I'm thinking the wrong game. I was thinking Overwatch for not Fallout.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, if you guys really recommend it, if it's something we're going to be playing often together, then I'll probably pick it up. Why not? It'll be fun. You know.
I highly recommend Overwatch.
Overwatch
it's
is
fun.
one of my favorite things.
So
to do.
Overwatch
I'm
is
terrible
good.
at those games, though. Like,
I don't think
terrible.
I could play it.
You don't have to be good at shooters to be good at
controller.
Overwatch.
Yeah, you don't need
necessarily.
to. There's-
We all saw how I
I've
played
played it too
Spider-Man,
long
and then
on-
Steve saw how I played Fortnite.
That was like once.
That was once.
terrible.
That was
Here's
That
once.
the
was,
thing,
that was
though.
that bad. I never played again.
It's Overwatch is way easier to pick up on console than Fortnite is. So
yeah.
it's,
So the
it's
thing with
easier than
Overwatch that makes
most.
it so nice is because there's so many different characters that do different things. For example, let's say you're not very mechanically talented. So they've got a character called Reaper who literally has a shotgun in each hand that's, like an 8-inch shotgun. So you don't have to, you're just kind of generally in that range, you're going to hit him. So there's a lot of characters that are more about doing a role than being really specific about how you're targeting and aiming. And of course, there's always improvements. You're always trying to improve on your mechanics anyway, but you don't have to be super good. It's not like Call of Duty where if you're not really good, you're just going to die the entire time and be pissed off and throw the controller across the room like I do.
So then, I guess what we could do to kind of build content for this episode, because it is just banter at this point, like it has been the last couple weeks. What is everyone's top 3 games that everyone should play for the quarantine? Mine's going to be Knights of the Old Republic, Fable, if you have the ability to play it, because it's super fun, and then Fallout 76.
If we're talking playing with your friends, since we are quarantined and whatnot, I would recommend Overwatch, obviously, Fallout 76, and definitely check out Call of Duty Warzone. It's not.
I know it's got the Call of Duty. Yeah,
It's not the Call of Duty that you remember, Jake.
I know it's got Call of Duty on it.
It has
But
Call of
it did
Duty in
use
the
a lot
name,
of-
but
They have a lot of quality of life improvements. Like when you start off the game, they're not like the last Call of Duty I played. They started off the game. They're like, "Hey, welcome to multiplayer. Here's a plastic knife and a slingshot and a half full can of Coke. Go on out there and kill people." And you're like, "This is terrible." He has a machine gun. I have this. This is Diet Coke too.
Warzone
That
has
comes
taken.
probably
like that
more
Coke.
dangerous for you
Yeah.
than regular Coke. So
I like building up. There's something to it, but it kind of feels a little crazy at the beginning to have the people at the top have the weapons that can kill you from
They've
range, and
taken.
you have this rock.
Yeah,
Um,
they've taken all the cool things about Battle Royale and made it better. And
yeah,
it
and for
doesn't
the
feel
Yes.
like a Call of it. In terms of pacing, it feels like Call of Duty, but they've made the game so much better than it had been for quite a while.
it takes
It's
the mechanics
almost like
of
a
Call of
different
Duty
game.
and basically turns it into a new game mode entirely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's
the
I've been
Blood
enjoying
Money
it.
game
but-
mode on it is one of the best multiplayer first-person shooter games I have ever played. It's fun.
But right now, their servers are having issues, and they've been up and down for
Yeah.
the last 6 hours.
Server issues.
All right, what about
Just
you
like
guys?
everybody.
So I'm going to also say, staying with, trying to keep your friends and playing with people, and just still trying to stay in contact with people. Again, Overwatch is one of my favorites. I always love Overwatch. I've actually been playing World of Warcraft of late, which I haven't played since I played it when it first came out, and then I took like a 10-year hiatus. And I have some friends that were playing it. They're like, "Come play with us," and I was like, "I don't want to." And they're like, my one buddy was like, "I just bought you a subscription for 3 months. So if you don't come play it, you're wasting my money." And I was like, "Okay, it looks like I'm going to come play with you for a few months." And it's been kind of fun. Again, it's more the social aspect of kind of what we've been talking about.
And they
And
made
outside of-
the quest grinding a little bit not bang your head against the wall.
Yeah, they've updated and changed a lot. So that's been a lot of fun. So I would kind of recommend that. And then you guys have inspired me to try, because I've always been a Bethesda fan, and I thought about Fallout, but I just had such a bitter resentment that Elder Scrolls just keeps getting like farther and farther away from my view. And so I'm going to try that. I think I'll pull that out and see what that looks like.
It's certainly fun. There's a lot of grindiness, but it is certainly fun.
If you want the multiplayer aspect, playing
Steve,
with
your audio
friends.
settings are showing.
My audio settings are showing. Oh,
Bro,
Yeah.
Steve, why are you
Definitely
showing your audio
Call of
settings?
Duty Warzone
So inappropriate.
and
that's okay, it'll
Overwatch.
go away
But if you
anyway.
want a game to play by
It did.
yourself
It did. I don't have a set way
and
to
not be bothered by anybody, Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yes,
It's a good one.
as far as single player, that game is phenomenal as well.
Yeah.
Did we forget to introduce ourselves? Did we forget to say our
I think we
names?
did.
Yes.
I don't think we did that.
All right, we're gonna start over the podcast. Thank you for tuning to Comic Talk 616. I'm Jake.
I'm Steve.
Okay. Matt.
I'm Dave.
I'm Dave.
I'm
Two
Dave.
Daves.
I'm Dave. And I'm also Dave. And that
So
guy's
many
Dave.
Daves.
And he's Dave.
We're all a
We're all
little bit
Dave.
of Dave.
I'm Ogre Dave.
It's the night of the
Which one's
I'm
the
a
Daves.
nice
Spar-
thing?
I'm Spartacus.
I have a title for the episode.
What?
The Night of the Daves.
Oh, I was thinking of Tale of
Day of the
Daves,
Dave.
but
A Tale
That
of Two
works as well.
Daves.
A tale of two Daves.
Anyways, what other news do we have? Matt. I mean,
other
Dave.
news. Honestly, not much.
Hello, my name's Dave.
No, they're just there's a lot of like, hey, this is when this might come out. There's a lot of like, it's at best it's rampant speculation, but most of it doesn't even seem like it has any merit, because I can't find most of these stories more than one place. Like when I can find somewhere more than one place, I go like, okay, that's confirmed. I'm not seeing that for most of this stuff.
Yeah. So I guess
I-
just as a PSA, something that we'll get a little serious. For people who like to be on social media, I want to stress something. Other than wash your hands, wear a face mask, there's been a lot of rumors on what the government does and doesn't want, and I can't believe I have to be like responsible and say this. Follow your state government. You can literally go onto your state website if you live in Colorado, Oklahoma, Utah, Texas, whatever, and you can look at the live addresses that they do to get the real information that your state legislation is passing regarding this quarantine, as well as the White House state addresses. If it's not coming from them, then it's probably fake news. The only reason I'm saying that is there's so many people I knew that was like, oh, we don't have to pay rent, and then
Don't do
all those
that.
same
That's
people were like,
stupid.
what about rent? What the, no. Like, how are we supposed to pay it? And this is like, you blew all your money on toilet paper, dude. So, I think it's important that people don't get your news from social media.
Yeah.
Please. Even from, like, accredited news sources, don't even really get it from there. Go straight to the source.
Well, and
And
another
all in your state and the White House will have these addresses posted available for you to watch, and they're updated almost every other day. Like, unless I hear it come from Polis's mouth, I don't believe it. If it doesn't come out of Trump or anyone who works for the White House and comes from the White House website, I don't believe it.
Another
Karen on Facebook is not a good source of information.
well,
Yeah, like-
another thing to keep in mind is what a lot of people do on Facebook is they read the title that's supposed to catch you and make you read the article, but they don't read the article to see what it actually is.
Yeah.
So it goes, oh yeah, we're getting free money. Like, oh, free money, cool. Skip.
Yeah, so
Like,
don't.
no, that's not how
I
that works.
just wanted to stress that it's
Yeah.
been bothering me for days because like I keep, especially like as someone who just opened a business, like, it's frustrating because it's like we're getting all this information and it's like it was so hard for me to decipher like what's real, what's not. Like we were told May 1st, and then we heard this rumor saying like, oh, it's going to be longer. And like I went through there, not once has it been ever said anything about that. So I just want like to put somewhat healthy, realistic information out there on like if you really want to know what's going on. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Follow the politicians. Like what they're saying is going to be the most accurate information on what's
Follow
actually
the politicians. They'd never lie.
So,
Alright,
like,
cool.
if Matt posts, like, coronavirus news, don't follow Matt. He's got
Yeah,
he's
Yeah.
a secret villain called the Moon Baron. He owns land on the moon. He's actually evil. Do not listen.
Yeah, I haven't been posting any coronavirus stuff except for like every once in a while I'll post something like, hey, when you're at home, every day's Casual Friday.
So this PSA brought to you by Lord Facetat. Let's move on.
Matt,
So that means you don't have
are
to
you
wear
supposed to
pants,
wear
right?
pants at home,
What'd you
or
say?
is that, like, inappropriate for the workplace?
Say it one more time.
So if you
cut
don't
out.
wear
have to
pants during
Oh.
work hours, are
Well,
you going to get
see-
in trouble with HR? Because it's not inappropriate for the workplace.
I'm just saying, like, my camera goes from here up, so maybe.
So he streams to the world.
Just maybe
I work
don't
naked
stand
most
up.
days.
I mean, my counter's pretty. I'm actually like at a tall counter, so even if I stand up, I'm about at the same height.
So Matt has literally gone to work with no pants. That's what he's saying.
I did log in one day without pants. I, however, did go grab some before I went on the video call.
Watch.
Just in case.
Watch,
I
Matt's
feel
going
like
to
we
call us
can all
tomorrow.
admit that
So
pants
I got
are
fired.
No, I've been wearing like pajama pants mostly though, like because they're very comfy. I can see
So-
what cat ladies are. Like why all cat ladies agree that we should always wear pajama pants. But
Talking about Cat, one moment.
So before Jake so rudely interrupted us for a PSA, we were starting to talk about some news stuff.
not
The
really.
Last of Us Part 2 has been delayed.
Again?
They're still working out bugs, and because of logistics, because of the coronavirus, they're not going to be able to get it to the stores for its release date next month in May.
Fun.
So they delayed it, I think, maybe another month.
Okay.
The only news I had was Overwatch, and I've given it to you.
I mean,
Ugh.
did you see the April
We're
Fool's
live
event for
on
Overwatch
Facebook if you want to join us there.
with the googly eyes?
Oh, yeah, I read that. I saw that. Matt posted that up on our
That was
Facebook.
really cool. I did see that.
That was hilarious.
Oh, there was a D&D sixth edition April Fool's joke
Oh,
that came
okay.
out the other day, which was
Oh
awesome.
no!
Yeah, it had a bunch of people riled up.
Yeah, that would. Be
Oh,
a
I'm sure
really
they're like,
quick
no,
turnaround
oh
for
no, I
Jake
just
to
finally
show
bought
up.
all the 5th edition materials. Are you kidding me?
Talking about bringing back stuff from 2nd and 3rd edition to 6th edition. Yeah,
Oh gosh.
yeah, they should have said talking about bringing back Thaco for 6th edition. That would have been funny. What a horrible idea.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Anyways,
It hurts.
so I guess now's the perfect time to bring up our main topic. For those of you,
right before that, I do have a thing. It's not really a news story. It's one of our friends, Eternity Gaming, is doing a tournament next month on the 2nd.
Oh yeah.
They are doing a PvP tournament over Roll20
Oh, nice.
for their game.
When is that?
That is the 2nd.
The 2nd of
I
May.
think it's time for my character, the guy who makes really good magical items, to join that.
Yeah. I do have some Marvel news.
Oh, yeah?
Comics, yeah.
Oh wait, what are comics?
Right? Those aren't things.
Even
Has
those
nothing-
books that they don't
has
release
nothing-
anymore?
Has nothing to do with it. This is an actual legitimate non-virus related.
Finally.
I'm waiting with...
What is it? The New Warriors? Is that
Yeah.
the team? Yeah. They talked about some new characters that they're bringing out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Specifically, 2 of them called the twins, whose superhero names
Are these twins wonderful? Are they a wonder of twins?
well, they are Snowflake and Safe Space.
You are
I
kidding.
kid you not. This is not an April Fool's thing. I've been meaning to talk to this either on the Nerdy News Break or the last week or 2 on our normal show.
I didn't
And kept
believe
Oh
forgetting
my
that.
about
god.
Yes,
I thought
it
that
is
story was a
real
joke.
thing. No. We watched the video with the writer or artist that is in charge of bringing these new Guardians or new Warriors to
The New
the
Warriors,
page.
yeah.
Did whoever wrote this? Did they also help write Milk Wars for DC? I have a feeling this is a Milk Wars situation. Are we
I
gonna see
don't know if
Storm
it's-
breastfeed a vacuum too
I don't
now?
know if
'Cause,
it's that bad.
to the Daves, did you guys ever read
There's a
Milk
character
Wars?
named Safe Space.
No.
It's that bad.
So, no joke. Matt and I were going through Combistorian, right? He's been on the show before, so if you guys haven't, check out his YouTube stuff. But we were watching it. We're like Milk Wars, and so we clicked on it. Immediately regretted our decision 5 seconds in, and so because we hate ourselves, we continue to watch
reading.
it.
You watched it.
So it was about a 30-ish minute video. We watched 2 minutes, paused it, talked for about an hour, and then I finished the video. And I was
And
like,
then-
yeah, you should finish that, Jake. It's hilarious.
Basically, I had to walk away when they showed a scene where Wonder Woman thought her Dustbuster handheld vacuum was a baby and breastfed it.
Yep.
Okay, so
Oh.
any other news? Yeah.
Whoa!
No.
If you guys get a chance, look up the artwork for those 2 characters. It's-
For Snowflake and Safe
Snow-
Space.
I'm gonna
they
do
they
that.
mentioned
Oh, actually-
some other
actually, there is
characters,
really cool
but
news.
the other characters seemed okay. Whatever. It's just
So
those 2.
so Poison
No.
Ivy has a new costume out. I'll send it to you guys in the chat. It looks really cool.
Oh,
Um,
hold on, Jake. Hold on. Sorry. There was another character who got his superpower by getting exposed to his grandfather's internet gas. Experimental internet gas. And it gave
Internet
him
gas.
I don't even remember what his power was. Yeah. Just look up
Sounds
the
like
video.
the
There's an
spleen
announcement
from Mystery
video.
Man.
Oh, screen
So
time.
I
What?
put in the chat.
Gosh, this hurts me. I'm looking
So
at these, and I officially want to never read this comic.
So I put
Yeah.
in the chat Poison Ivy's new costume. Looks actually really cool. Like,
Can you show
Wow.
it on
Like
here
it a lot.
because I can't look at the chat because I'm my phone is my.
Let me see if I can find it.
I'm going to say no.
Let me see. I can
It's really
probably.
cool, though.
That's
Let me
why
see if I
I'm
can show a
asking.
picture. I'll see if I can show a picture. Give me a second.
While you're doing that, talking about comics, there is a DC comic that I've been seeing the ads for that really makes me want to watch it. It's the one with Harley Quinn. Basically, I think it's all about Harley, but it's got a whole bunch of stuff. But it's been looking pretty funny. Have you guys seen any of that or watched any of that?
No.
The show.
Yeah.
So the animated series, Alexa and I watched it. It's imagine Parks and Rec / The Office / like Family Guy or American Dad meets DC, kind of. So it's like
pretty funny.
it's that same crude humor. Yeah, it's funny. There are some parts where I'm just like, you push the envelope, but there are some parts where I'm like, that's actually pretty funny. They make a jabs at the Transformers franchise once, towards the end of the series. It's like, okay. But, yeah.
Oh, come on. Focus
Out
on
of
it.
focus.
Oh, that's...
All right, I'm going to
okay.
share my screen real quick.
Give me just a sec. Hold on.
I
here.
believe.
Oh,
Yes, these are the new Warriors.
we're going on an adventure.
Yeah, so this is Marvel's official website. This
Okay.
is introducing them.
Okay,
have-
cool. That'll work.
First, we have Screen Time. Which
Oh, look, it's a Ben 10 ripoff.
he's a meme-obsessed super teen whose brain becomes connected to the internet after being
whoops.
exposed to his grandfather's experimental internet. Yes, that's the one.
Oh, so he's a millennial.
Oh, yeah.
yep,
it's,
that's the superpower.
they're all the whole new group is all young
Snowflake
Characters.
and Safe Space.
meant
Space.
to,
Greatest day ever.
meant
Oh,
to
no!
reflect. our
This.
culture
I'm sorry,
somewhat?
Snowflake
I
and Safe
don't
Space
know.
are like a PC, like politically correct nightmare.
They look like a fan drawing.
Oh, yeah, they're-
this doesn't look good at all.
The,
I'm sorry.
Oh,
The twins right there.
I've never been
look
more
here.
excited.
If this does not
The-
feel
the ones
forced
right there on
at
the
all,
edge.
then I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not trying to be rude or sound like
These two right here.
inclusive, but it literally feels forced. Like, this feels so
Oh.
fake and ingenuine and
Let's see.
uncreative that it's just
We
like,
also got
no.
B negative.
Oh,
Let's see what B
it's Jim
negative
from
is.
Myths.
The living
No,
vampire.
actually, B negative doesn't sound all that bad. It sounds like he was turned into a vampire probably by what's his name?
Morbius.
Yeah.
Morbius. Yeah. So
He looks like he's like Morbius's
The
like,
look-
angsty teen sidekick.
I actually don't mind that look so much. It could
That
be
one's not
better,
as
but it could
bad.
be a whole lot worse.
I
Like-
don't know. He kind of looks like
So we
a
got
My Chemical
Trailblazer.
Romance superfan.
Matt pulled it up on Marvel's official page.
Trailblazer.
Regular kids. She has a magic backpack that is a pocket dimension to infinite space,
That's
and
pretty
she
cool.
can just pull stuff out. Okay,
No.
I don't know. These drawings don't look good though. Like
No, the drawings
they're-
look horrible.
they don't
they're-
look good.
Those are concept drawings, but
I know,
Uh,
but this is Marvel's official website.
so you know, like when Pokemon started getting lazy, like
I
after
don't
like the
think
third
those are
gen.
the concept photos.
That's
These
what
are
I
not
think
the
Marvel
concept.
has done. Like we're seeing
Okay.
the third gen of
Yeah.
heroes. and
Here's
it's
their official
terrible.
drawings. They don't look.
That's
That
not
much
concept. That's their
That looks like they asked me to draw it for them. Hey, we're going to do this. Dave, why don't you do it? I can't draw. Oh, no, it's okay. No, really, I can't draw. No, we'll put it up anyway. Oh,
I
okay.
not.
that. There,
that's-
no.
This is the worst one. That's
How much do you want to bet? How much do you want to bet that Snowflake is going? Their names are going to be like changed because of some issues.
are
not
I
changing
a
see some
single
issues
thing.
happening with this.
They're not.
For
they
sure.
aren't changing a single thing, man.
They're not changing them.
They would never.
Oh my gosh,
Marvel doesn't make bad decisions, Jake. Only DC.
dude! I've said it
Like,
before.
their
I've said it
names
again.
reflect their powers, not so much their connotations. So they're not going to change that.
I'm
But people
sorry,
aren't going to
but
see it that way. It feels
you have a character named
uncreative and-
Snowflake that literally makes
Okay,
snowflake shurikens.
Here's another question: Does anybody
it feels
ever
forced
take
and
New
uncreative.
Warriors serious anyway?
Not anymore.
That's
Not
true. 'Cause the last
ever.
time the last time the New Warriors did anything was cause a civil war. So
They had a
they had a terrible track record.
They tried to have a New Warriors-esque team like right at War of the Realms, and it actually was like going pretty well. And then I think it ended up failing, which is unfortunate.
Well, so
Because New Warriors.
I could be
was
wrong,
a
but it's like
failure.
so when Civil War happened, the New Warriors were kind of directly responsible for that. And then I think for the new Empire series, the New Warriors are kind of also responsible for that. So, like, if history shows, the New Warriors are just a bad team to have because they cause problems.
Okay.
They should call them the Retired Warriors because it's a terrible, terrible team. Every time that team is like assembled, it's bad. It's as bad as Hank Pym thinking he can make a robot to like protect humanity.
I feel like there's a guy who's in charge of like the newer teams in Marvel. He's like, oh, the new teams, and he has this tick. Like he's just got this nervous tick where every time he answers the phone, he has to yell, "Yes, do it!"
Or he goes
I
to
wish
like
that
his
was
like
the case.
Generation Z like kid and was like, "What's hip these days, son? That's a rad idea." And the kids just like sarcastically giving him answers, and he's taking them seriously.
It's like that SNL skit, like, "Hey, other cool kids." You're like that. You're clearly 16.
I would not put it past them if that's what's happening. Or they start watching TikTok videos and be like, that would be a really cool superhero idea. Let's do it.
Just
Who cares about good
watch
character development and story
Jake.
continuity?
watch the reveal video, and your questions will be answered. Because the
have
writer
a feeling
talks
I'm gonna
about
be-
exactly how he came up with these ideas.
How come I have a feeling I'm actually genuinely going to be upset?
I actually don't feel it. So
Hey,
like, I feel
you
like
can
my
join
questions
me
might be
in
answered.
my annoyance.
So I feel like my questions
It
might be
still hurts
answered,
me,
but
and
it's
it was
never
like
going to
2 weeks
satisfy
ago.
me. There is
It's-
no way that this video could like be like could make me like be okay with these characters. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
I
I'm
knew-
not, that's not what
I
I'm
knew
saying
Marvel
at
was
all.
going to have their Milk Wars eventually. I just didn't think it would be in my lifetime. Let's go to the main topic. I need to heal
Moving
emotionally.
along.
Do you? I mean, because the main topic is just as bad.
It is, but at least like
It'll just hurt
we know
you in
these
other
people are, like-
ways.
anyways,
I mean-
did you guys get a chance to look at the new Poison Ivy costume?
No.
Did, yeah.
I like it.
No,
I think it looks
I
cool.
liked
No,
it too. I thought it was
There's no
great.
way to look at it.
Is that on the link up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad.
You can't show it.
I can, but I have to open up Facebook.
Just put it up
On
to your
my-
camera. Unless you're using
No,
your
it's
phone
not-
as your camera.
It's not the
That's what I'm
same.
doing.
I can't
Okay,
look at
fine.
it any other way.
Should I? I'll send it to your wife.
Just, like
No,
screen
have
share
your
it,
wife
but
show you.
okay, that's really not helpful. There, I'm gonna screen share it.
Okay, screen
Give me a
share it
sec.
then.
Oh, I already sent it to Danica so she can show you.
Well, she's busy.
Oh, well, it's too late.
Jake sent
It's
you
sent.
the new look of Poison Ivy, so you can show it to me.
Come on.
Oh,
Just wants to make her not look like a tramp.
I mean,
At least
little
she's
less-
fully clothed in that.
please. Oh my
Danica
gosh.
won't be-
So I have subtitles on my thing, and the only thing that Steve's name had said recently is like she looks like a tramp.
I mean, no, that's not as bad as it has been.
No, it's
Yeah,
not as
this
bad.
is
That's true.
fairly tame.
I
At
feel
least
like
she's
this is
actually
like-
got a full suit this time rather than just like a leaf and 2 leaves.
Well, and
Right.
it feels like it feels like it makes it so you can like take the character a little more seriously. Like this character is going to menacingly take over the world.
It's not the PC Eve in the Garden of Eden look that has been in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yes.
actually looks like a super villain like suit. Anyways, moving on. For those listening, as we mentioned
Oh.
earlier before, our main topic is fan conspiracy theories, but they go beyond conspiracy theories. These are things that fans have actually genuinely believed are true. And so I posted them in there for everyone to look at, and so we'll go through them and talk about them a little bit. But some of the things that they either believe that these are in parallel universes happened in the past, or like they basically, long story short, they exist. Like these are not theories; it's actual history or historical events existing in our universe or in a parallel one. Among those are Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and Doctor Who. Those are the ones that we brought up. I did find a Batman one, a couple of them. They were loose enough, but there wasn't enough like people on that train for me to be like, oh, it's worth talking about. So first of all, let's talk about what you guys think when I first tell you about these things.
So it's crazy, but I've actually encountered this in my life. It was Star Wars, and it was when I was doing missionary work for my church. I was traveling, and I was just talking to people, and I started talking about, you're there talking about Jesus, and this guy's like, oh yeah, I believe in, and he's trying to talk about all these things he believes in, and he goes, I've got to show you this book that I really, really, that has shown me more light than anything, and it was a Star Wars book, and he's like, do you think George Lucas really just thought of all this? This is real, man. And he's like flipping through this book and showing me, like, he believed 100% that the Force was real, and George Lucas had just gotten keyed into this and wrote it all down. And he thought that he was a complete, like a tail guy, that he was furious that he had let it out.
Wow.
No, yeah, like, so I was actually, some of the Star Wars stuff that I got was on this page called Quora, where it's like a question and answer, kind of like a Reddit type thing.
Oh, yeah.
And on the Star Wars one, it's like, it basically says, Matt, if I send it to you, can you pop it up? Or send it to where we could, like, share it?
Which one is that? The Quora?
The janethtruth.net. It's the Star Wars one. It says fan, not fiction, and it says basically George Lucas quite naturally believes that he wrote Star Wars when in reality he was told telepathically what to write in the original first 3 episodes.
Wow.
By the very force to which the films refer, and was forced to make only episodes 4 through 6 first as a very important step, the preparation of mankind for the long-awaited truth about the real reasons of human life on Earth. What, and then the quote in parentheses, in quotes, what on earth am I doing here? The meaning of life and its purpose called in the way home or face the fire, from which episodes 1 through 3 should have been made, as I did my best to frequently tell him. Unfortunately, George Lucas has exercised his free will, ignored me, and made episode 1 of The Phantom Menace with arrogance.
I found it. Oh, okay. Hang on. Let's share the screen. Jump right over there. Yeah. So this is also, I should mention, this website looks like it came out in 1993.
Right. So I'll keep reading it.
Goodness.
It looks like it came off of MySpace.
And the arrogant actors who publicly ridicule the real message and the real fans.
Backgrounds.
That's true.
Which undermines the original theme and divine message, contradicts it, and is mere fiction, lies telepathically fed by him by the dark side of the Force. And then he puts in parentheses, Satan. So this guy uses Christian things to, like, try to prove that Christianity is actually based off the Force in Star Wars. To try to confuse everyone and undo the good, parentheses, God's message contained in the earlier 3 films, 4 through 6. This is Satan's standard practice and very predictable. He has done it with the Old Testament, New Testament, and Quran, the 3 major religions who claim to be based on them. Not understanding that he was being told telepathically, Lucas thinks that Star Wars came from his imagination, which is perfectly normal human reaction to many people have had over the centuries. Rudyard Kipling thought he wrote If. Oscar Wilde thought he wrote The Picture of Dorian Gray. Anyways, it goes on and then it says, there actually was a real Star Wars thousands of human years ago in this galaxy on the morning star. And then it says Venus, Revelations 12, verse 7, 22, verse 16, Isaiah,
That's weird.
Yeah, so while hang on just a second, I'm going to scroll down and just see how long this goes on. And
anyways, later on in the article, it says that he was force blocked.
Okay.
Wow.
It keeps going.
Wait, hold on, go down. I want to read the Vader portion.
The Vader portion? Sure. Darth
Stop right
Vader.
there. So
Right there?
Obi when he has to fight using his blue lightsaber against Vader with his red lightsaber, which symbolizes Satan's dark side. So basically, what this guy is saying that Star Wars did take place not in a galaxy far away, but here a long time ago. And there was another article that I didn't post. They were saying that like cities like Atlantis and these lost cities of old that had this technology was actually proof that we had lightsabers and all this stuff, but we were erased from it and blocked from the Force, and our history was erased.
Quick question. Why does he spell Obi-Wan like that?
How did he spell it?
Like literally the letters O.B.1.
Because
he's a very lazy typer.
Obviously not.
Wow.
Look at all this. It's still going.
Hey Jake,
Yeah.
look at my camera really closely.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll jump out of this.
I'm not seeing anything.
You see it? You see it?
I hate you.
Oh yeah.
But so it's like it's crazy that like, and this is beyond that pseudo Jediism where people take like the practices of the Jedi or the Sith and like apply them to their daily lives. Like there are a group of people that legitimately believe that Revan, Bane, Obi-Wan, Yoda, Anakin legitimately existed, and these were actual events that took place in another galaxy or within our galaxy. Like, they wholeheartedly believe that the Force is real, and that all the movies are just, like, these filmmakers being, like, Force-projected historical events.
Wow.
Well, okay then.
Wow.
For real. Goodness.
As much as I would love for that to be true, that's wow. Just so,
That's
Drugs are bad.
drugs are bad, kids.
drugs are bad.
Oh, dude, that's not even the worst one. Like, that's, like, the one
Yeah,
that you're
that's
like
the
okay.
most tame one of.
Which one are we pulling up next?
Let's do, is Harry Potter based on a real story? Pull up the first one I sent you.
Yeah, I got it. The author J.K. Rowling. Yeah.
Is there a way for you, Matt, to like block out the person who wrote this just to protect their identity?
They posted it on the internet.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to make a disclaimer for those watching. We're not trying to make fun of these people.
No.
They have every right to believe what they want to believe in. And we're not trying to shame them in any way.
Okay.
But please get some help.
Okay, sure.
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah, no, there's no way to not show his name, but like
Just
I said,
pull it up. Just pull it up.
he posted it on the internet. It's his own dang fault.
So, anyways,
Internet.
so
You wanted
and
to
Flora,
remain
someone.
anonymous. Don't post. your
So,
dumb
I'm-
stuff
Don't post on the internet.
No, not the salted pretzel. Post.
Oh,
Flora.
not that one?
No, the first one.
All
I
right.
move my
hang on.
camera every time you do that. There.
Oh, that one. There it is. Sorry. Hang on.
The one right under it. Sorry.
There we go. Oh, the
Tell me
Quora?
when you
No,
have
that's it. That's the right one. So
Oh,
it says, "Is Harry Potter based on the real story?" Matt,
I
if
have
you
a
could
Quora
please
account?
read this. No, apparently, Matt, if you could
is
please
Harry Potter?
read her response.
Yeah. No. Again, if you're posting on the internet, you've lost your right for anonymity. I'm sorry. If you wanted to post anonymously, you should have done that.
True.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
read
be
this.
anonymous, be
Okay.
anonymous.
Yes.
The answer is yes, apparently, by the way. I can switch off of it in a second. I just want to show the people the article we're talking about.
Oh, you want me to put it back on there?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
You guys can see it though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm keeping it off of the feed right now.
Do you want to?
Oh, okay.
Does
Sure.
someone want to read it?
Yeah. Read it to us.
Oh.
Somebody.
Yes, J.K. Rowling decided to write a book uncovering the secrets of the hidden magical world, but she changed the names and dates in her books to protect the innocent wizards and witches she wrote about. That being said, the author did capture enough of the true essence of the students she interviewed that some lucky muggles have discovered some of their homes, even though the Wizarding World redoubled their efforts to employ protective enchantments so that we wouldn't casually stumble upon them. Oh gosh. Wait, so not only does this person believe this, but she's like, also, there's other people that have found these places.
Right, and not only that, this lady goes to say, how do I know Harry Potter's story is true? My daughter attended school at Hogwarts.
Hogwarts! Oh no!
For years as a foreign exchange student, and she met the real-life Harry years ago.
Person-
My daughter's Muggle-born.
reality.
We had no idea how she could do some of the amazing things she did as a child. But there it is. She did, and we got a glimpse of the Wizarding World, and now it looks loads of fun. Back to the story, yes, it is all really happened. Some of the stories had been changed just a bit, but Voldemort was killed, and the rest of the world is safe.
My question is this: does this person actually believe this, or is this a big elaborate?
Yes, there are actual people who
I know
believe
some
this.
people. I just mean this person specifically.
Dude, the only reason I would say is if you answer like that is you either are severely trying to troll people, or
you should be living in a loony bin.
yeah, and like there are other articles that I've read where they said if you go to a certain phone booth on a certain street, you can go see the Ministry of Magic, or
I mean,
if you go to a certain bathroom in Flush, you can go to the Ministry of Magic. They also have claimed that the events of the Cold War was actually an enchantment or a spell to change world events on how Muggles see it. When what actually took place was the Battle of Hogwarts, where Voldemort was defeated. That JF to basically throw us off the trail of what the Wizarding World being exposed.
It was a wizard on the grassy knoll.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You're the wizard, Harry. Now go sit on this grassy
Harry
knoll.
Wizard.
See that guy? Shoot him.
The only theory I've ever heard about Harry Potter that I liked was that Willy Wonka was really just a wizard, letting the Muggles see small parts and pieces of the Wizarding World.
And all of his
Another
stuff is
thing
made out of
posted
kids.
for Star Wars is Anonymous posted in 2015. It was indeed based on real events. In fact, the very movie is made out of footage scientists have gathered from Galaxy Alpha 8. Thankfully, they weren't able to travel outside their galaxy, and we have had several interactions with people from their galaxy, although their hyperdrive technology isn't capable of traveling beyond their universe. So we won't be seeing them anytime soon. But yes, all the events in the Star Wars universe have occurred, and it wasn't even that long ago. The time of the first Star Wars movie is only 50 years ago. So one person believes that the Star Wars movies are like the Vietnam footage that we have sent to us from a galaxy called Alpha 8.
So here's the thing.
Hold on a second. Hey, Dave.
I can.
Van Kirk, can you unmute yourself? Because you're muted right now.
I think he's talking to someone, that's why.
I know. I muted him, but I can't unmute him from my end.
Oh.
Technical issues.
So,
Crap.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like Star Wars and Harry Potter are the two ones that you should like be 100% like not real. It's fiction. Someone wrote this story.
Can you hear me
called
now?
creativity.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, okay, so I could. Okay, now I'm not saying that I agree with this, but I can see how somebody could say.
With it.
No, I can see how somebody like, okay, Star Wars was real. It did happen. But then they go a step further and go like, and we have the footage. That what? What?
It's like when people say
We
that,
have
I
the
just
actors.
imagine.
They're in real life.
Imagine the dude from Agent Alien saying, like, I'm not saying it happened, but it happened.
But we have the actors. Like
My
we can
question
see
for
them.
people like that is if, you do have cool stuff like that that's happening, where did it go?
What Mark Hamill
What
exists
people-
though? Like, how does that work?
How do we not know
Nothing.
that Mark Hamill's not a droid?
We know.
What if he's a Mark Hamill robot?
Because Mark Hamill's just as flawed as everybody else.
All right, so moving on, the Harry Potter, the salted pretzel.
You cut
Apparently
out a
the
tad on
salted-
my end.
So we'll post these links on our.
You're cutting out a tad on my end, Jake. I don't know if it's everybody else.
Better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. I
So
think it's on
we'll
your
post
end
we'll
now.
post these links on our Facebook.
Oh, sweet.
but
okay.
Later on. But what one person goes in the salted pretzel claims to say that J.K. Rowling even at one point came out and admitted that it was all real. So, anyways, to the next conspiracy theory. Steve, you're gonna like this one. If you want to post it, we'll have Steve read this one. But it's from the website the Democratic Underground.
You want?
Oh, is that the
and it
one
says,
claiming
Lord of the
that
Rings
is-
actually
Middle
happened.
Earth is no, not happened. It's a parallel universe.
Oh, it's
But
the Democratic
I think
Underground saying
that
that
one was-
it actually happened.
If you look at that one closer, it's a joke because they list all kinds of other ways to teleport to that universe from other fandoms.
Did you read that, the Lord of the Rings one?
I went through it some, and that one came across as more of a joke because they were mentioning other ways to get into that universe, including wardrobes and blue police boxes. So
So what about the Quora one, the
That's
screenshot?
ridiculous.
Huh?
So, Matt, do you want to send the screenshot I sent of it?
Just yeah.
So on Quora, it says, yes, absolutely. Most scientists believe that Middle Earth is in a parallel universe that coexists so close to our existential plane that humans can every now and then find a portal, for
Oh, yeah,
the lack
I
of a
gotcha.
better word. Since Middle Earth is so close, there are points in time and space that overlap, and you can cross into Middle Earth. The laws of physics of Middle Earth are almost.
There's one. This is the wrong screenshot.
Some differences include the reaction of things to energy signals caused by voice patterns. Singing makes trees, swords, crafts, and other things react to it. It's a brilliant parallel universe. While I admit I haven't been there myself, if you keep looking out, you might find the portal somewhere. Known occurrences of portals.
Ah, there we go.
Back of wardrobes, an alternative platform at King's Cross. And then, of course, the joke happens. But there are actually people who actually believe this theory. You know, there's this one guy called Arnie Niekamp. He said he went to a Burger King, and he accidentally fell through a magical portal, and he's been tracked there, and he's been actually doing a podcast.
he did.
Wow, that was a long way around to go for that joke.
I know. No, but like there are actually people who actually believe in the portal theory.
Not him.
That,
but, I mean, that's
not
that's
him,
The, magic,
But like he's
magical tavern.
definitely making fun of those people.
Yeah.
But that actually believe that there are portals to like alternate universes where orcs, fairies, and this high fantasy actually exists, and that J.R. Tolkien, like during his time in the war, fell through this portal, and you know he's always had this like special connection to it, and that and that's how he was able to write the Lord of the Rings. That it's actually historical documentation that he got from those directly involved with the events to write the books. So basically, they're
That
saying
is
that
dumb.
Tolkien met Bilbo and they that he wrote it all down.
Met a short guy named Bilbo, and they had that big pipe, and they smoked of it.
It does sound like a pipe involved.
Smells.
It wasn't tobacco. It was crack. No, and there are those who actually believe that Pangea, right, the supercontinent that existed a million years ago, actually, and I didn't post this one, but they had like skeletal graves, and that they have like apparently archaeological evidence that during Pangea, Middle Earth was Pangea, and that they lost the war and it split the continents, and so that like Mordor won and Pangea was split and only man survived, and the ring was lost, and that all magic was taken away from the world.
Now you have my secret. I really fell through a portal, and that's where I got all of the inspiration for my series.
Oh, I mean, I guess they could lead
Stories
some.
are a real place too.
You know,
Sure.
I
Very
guess
real.
there's some things that could lead credence to that, like how Johnny Depp doesn't like age at all. Like he looks like he's the same age as he did
It's
10
not
years
just
ago.
Johnny Depp too. Like, who's the dude?
Keanu Reeves.
No, Keanu Reeves. Yeah, he a little bit.
Who's
Dude,
have you guys
it's called
watched the show The
it's
Ranch?
called Botox and plastic surgery.
Which one?
Let's just get it straight.
Sorry, who you asking about?
The guy. Have you seen the Ranch? The dad in the Ranch. What's his name? I can't
Oh
remember his name.
yeah, forgot what his name.
About,
Sam
Sam
Mustache.
Elliott.
Sam Neill.
not Sam
Yeah.
Shepard.
Not
Sam
Sam
Elliott
Neill,
has
Sam
looked
Elliott.
exactly
Sam
the
Elliott.
same. 45 years he has been alive.
Let's just be honest,
Yeah.
dudes age like a fine wine, and it's called plastic surgery. Let's just be real.
Surgery.
He's looked the same with long hair since Roadhouse.
Seriously.
Yeah, he really has.
Like, when was the last time you watched Tombstone? You're like, he looked exactly the same still. Like,
He has a few
Maybe-
more wrinkles now, but yeah, he basically looks the same.
Listen, is it that impossible just to be that good looking?
Maybe he's an elf.
Maybe
He lives hundreds
He
of
was on
years.
Late Night, I think, with
Guys,
with
He's got
Jimmy
too
Kimmel.
much facial hair to be an
And
elf.
he
no.
he
That's
was
not real.
Lady Gaga songs, and it was hilarious.
Sam Elliott's actually
Oh my
Legolas, and he fell through the portal, and he's been undercover as a human actor this whole time,
Oh,
and that's a false mustache.
and the plastic surgery was fixing the ear, right? So now that they're round.
He's wearing caps.
Gotcha.
He had
It
a-
all makes
he had a
sense.
Look at Steven's face. He's like, this is the dumbest thing I've sat through in my life.
no,
No, it's
no,
not. It
that.
really
It's,
isn't.
how can you tarnish Sam Elliott's good name with such a lie, Jake?
All right, so the last one that I have is 10 things that prove Doctor Who really exists.
Oh no.
Now, as
Prove
far
what?
as like,
Skimmed through that.
Doctor
It
Who?
was the dumbest. That was retarded.
do you want to talk about it then, Dave?
I skimmed through it, and it was I read like one paragraph in each section, and I couldn't read anymore. It was that dumb.
So tell us about it.
Yeah, tell us.
Since you
Tell
read
me
some
more.
of it.
Tell me more.
No. That's not a real article, Jake.
Oh, it's
That's
not.
what culture?
Oh,
That's what culture? I watch them all the time. That's more satire.
yeah.
I'm sure there are people that really believe it, but that is satire.
Yeah, no, there are. Like I said, I found
That is
stuff that I
getting
can
the
I can
articles
grab
from
to send
comic
you
book.
guys.
Right.
But anyways, but some of the articles that I did read on there that were like way too left for me to be like, okay, I can't post this. This is too obvious. But one where it's just like, if you look in historical photos, kind of like in the show, that you see someone using a cell phone or, doing stuff that like, or wearing certain clothes
Oh,
that's
gosh.
outside of the
It's gonna be
time
Ad
period,
Central.
Right.
and that because of that, that there was a Time Lord, and that's been the same Time Lord, in the Mandela effect, where we thought Nelson Mandela died, but he didn't. Why was that fixed? Because of Doctor Who.
Oh,
The Shazam Kazam movie.
okay.
Why did those names change? Doctor Who. Certain celebrities looking different. Why? Doctor Who. So they're saying like all these like weird coincidences that we think it's like the government or that we thought happened and didn't happen is because you actually interacted with the Doctor and he changed time.
Cool. Hey, Jake, got something for you.
Where?
Somebody's got something in the background that's dropping some words we don't allow on our family-friendly show, just so you know. Oh, no. Oh, great. So good job. You just hung
Sorry,
up on the whole call.
my iPad died.
Oh,
What happened?
that's
My iPad died.
Oh,
So
Oh, what the heck, Jake?
come on.
well, it was sitting on the
Learn to
charger
pull
and
your
it was charging.
plug your stuff in.
It was plugged in. That's what I don't understand.
Be better, Jake.
You just got
Be better.
salty because of the Superman watch.
yeah, that's what I thought. His face like froze.
That's
It
what
was,
I
like,
thought too.
No,
Anger,
Nice.
and then suddenly
My
the
iPad
call
died.
dropped.
Lost your camera feed. There you go.
Yeah, we're back.
Anyways,
Now
so
I'm discombobulated.
yeah, so basically, what
Yeah.
this theory boils down to is if you remember something in time and then someone contradicts it and there's multiple people that remember the same thing as you and there's a group of people that remember it differently, it's because you were involved with the doctor for that particular thing.
Okay.
They also
Huh.
believe that like the doctor helps produce the Simpsons and why they're able to predict stuff.
Of all the things we've talked about tonight, that is the only one that could ever even be like borderland
Like
Plausible.
believable. Yeah, plausible.
There is crazy stuff with The Simpsons. I haven't watched. I'm not a huge avid Simpsons watcher, but I do know that there's some stuff where like they semi-predicted things
several times.
several times.
Many times, like
Like a lot.
at least
Like it happens.
a couple dozen times throughout
I'm
their.
going to say a lot of that's Mandela effect as well.
right, but the whole theory is anything with the Mandela effect is actually the doctor changing or fixing history.
He changed We Are the Champions? How dare he?
Apparently, it wasn't good enough.
Changed. We are the champions. What?
Everybody believes there's a phrase at the end of the song "We Are the Champions" that doesn't come out because it's not written the way the song ends. Everybody remembers the song ending incorrectly. It's the Mandela effect.
Okay, but what's the incorrectly thing?
I believe it's how it ends is it just ends at a hanging "We Are the Champions,"
Uh-huh.
and most people believe it ends in "We Are the Champions of the World."
Okay.
It's a classic example of it, the
So-
Mandela effect.
Yeah, I'm with you there because I thought it said of the world. Of the world.
It does.
I don't think-
it
I
just
think
Mighty
doesn't
Ducks.
end on that line.
Remember Mighty Ducks 2? At the end, they were singing "We Are the Champions of the World," and I think that's where that comes from.
It might
Ah.
be. It very well could be. There's
Because
also
they're
there's also a famous
sitting
Star
on a
Wars one
bonfire
where people get the famous like the most famous Darth Vader quote incorrect all the time.
Yep.
Like it just doesn't work like that. But everybody believes it does. It's crazy.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, just like that misquoted from Jaws.
are there any other
Yeah.
like fan theories that you guys have heard of that people think that actually happened? Like another one I'm going to throw out, and I didn't want to put in too much because of time, but people actually think that Transformers are real and that the government's actually hiding
They're
them.
not.
And that
Done.
and that a lot of these military incursions or strikes are actually carried out
You shut
through
your dirty
Autobots
mouth.
to stop the Decepticons.
So like ISIS, the Taliban, they're actually all code words for Decepticons.
Decepticons. Those dirty Decepticons are always ruining everything.
They're the worst.
Well, I mean, these Decepticons are lame.
Oh, he just hung up on the call again. Stop hanging up the call.
I will never trust
know
you
what's
again.
going on.
I will never trust you again.
Why did you start the call anyway?
It's the
That's what I want
Decepticons,
to
man.
know.
The Decepticons did it.
I will never trust you again. This has been the worst ending. Actually, no. No, it hasn't. Not even close.
Oh no. Where'd Munson go?
What did you do to Munson, Jake?
Okay, here's the truth, guys.
What?
I actually work for the Ministry of Magic. David knew too much. He
Is
traveled through
Munson a
some portals.
Decepticon?
I had to dispose of him. Yeah, Munson's a Decepticon.
He is?
Yeah, I had to kill him.
Can somebody... We need... Okay. Terrible.
He's dead.
He's dead and we killed him.
We let the guy who doesn't know what he's doing start the call and then didn't fix that.
You want...
I just rang it. Like
Yes, Star Wars is real because I saw Jabba the Hutt today. You can confirm this because I sent him the picture of it.
I'm seeing if I can get Dave back on.
No worries.
He should be able to go on the group and join. Oh,
He's
there
back.
he is.
Okay.
Back. Yeah.
Dave, I told him your secret that you're actually a Decepticon.
So he says he had to hang up on you because of that reason.
Well, fun fact is I used to be a Decepticon, but I've actually changed sides. You can make it's a personal decision.
I used to be a Decepticon. I got better.
I got better.
But yeah, other than that, are there any like crazy theories like that you guys have heard of to add to this discussion?
There are
Nerdy
groups of people.
conspiracy theories.
There are real groups of people that believe a lot of the pantheon of D&D is correct. Like, all the way.
Wow.
Not like so D&D does take a lot of like cultural stuff from different ideas. Like, it takes cultural ideas. So it would make sense if somebody believed a piece or two of that, but some people believe it wholeheartedly. That's crazy. I love D&D. That's crazy.
So there's actually someone that we know. I'll tell you guys later that actually genuinely believes that the two-part that the Decepticon Autobot thing is real, and that Star Wars did happen, that it is a historical happening, and that it is from a different universe. No.
Oh, come on. George Lucas ripped off Frank Herbert's Dune.
He took a lot
There's
of...
a conspiracy theory for you.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I've heard of a lot of people saying, like, this fiction book is real, and you're like,
No, it's not.
no. It's great. It's a great book, and that'd be real fun, but no.
Here's one that's true. That the whole story with Logan, how he died in that movie, that's not how it happened. I know because I offed him myself, and I've got proof. Wow, Jake. Oh. Okay. Why?
I've started the call. I don't trust that. I don't trust him.
Why does he keep...
I started the call. I started the call this time.
Thank you,
Dude.
Matt.
Everything
I-
is just freaking sucking. I'm getting so mad.
Good job, Clifton Internet. Good job.
Ugh.
So anyway,
I miss
The-
Fruta.
the proof
Proof.
that I
I
off
see.
Wolverine. I've proof.
I see that. Hello.
I kept the trophy.
Social distancing.
His claws are hidden.
Anyways.
Don't want to get the secret of adamantium out to the public.
I guess the whole like ending thing that we could say for this episode is, I guess there are some people out there that enjoy their fandom so much, they want to be a part of it so much that they subconsciously make the decision to believe that it's real, to feel a part of it, to be immersed in that. So,
Well, I think there's a real thing that people struggle with real horrors in their life, and that you never know what somebody is actually going through, and people use fiction as an escape from the reality that they are forced to face. And if someone gets lost in a story enough, that they're going to start to draw parallels. You know, this is kind of the same ideology that if you are told a lie enough times, at one point you'll start to believe that lie is true. Like if it's given to you enough times. And so people that are searching for an escape from the problems that they can't deal with in any other way, that will become their reality, and they'll start to try to find parallels to what that's telling them and what's happening in their life. And I think that's what we're seeing in these, kind of far out there fan theories, is that there are just people that really struggle to cope with what's going on in their life and how to process the fears that they have to face. And so what they do is they turn to these fiction that was able to cause that relief and give them a better release than what they have currently.
yeah, same with like I guess being so unsatisfied with life, to feel something bigger than yourself, you turn to like to this fiction. Like, you know, that's the same reason why people join these crazy cults like Scientology and whatever cult that's out there, you know, to feel bigger and more a part of something bigger than yourself, to feel involved because you're sick of your mundane life, you know. And I think, yeah, it's crazy because it's like you could easily become obsessed or confused about things if you're not in the right if you're not mentally stable.
Absolutely.
You know, I think some people just aren't. I love fandom. I love the nerdy fandom and all that, but I think there needs to be like a healthy line where you say like, I really love this, to I genuinely believe this.
Right.
You know, and there's more to believing than just like, oh, these are good principles I can live my life by, to, oh, I actually believe Darth Vader was a real person, and I stole that cookie bar because Darth Vader manipulated me to doing it.
Yes.
Darth Vader made me do it.
Vader is a hater, he made me do it.
Oh my gosh. I'm using that next time I get caught doing something bad.
It's like the next time you show up to dinner late for your mom, be like, sorry, Vader made me do it. She's like, what? Like, you wouldn't understand, you're not important.
Sorry, you don't have the you just don't have the force in you. So it's okay.
But no, that was I felt like that was a fun topic to like go over for some fans who take the fandom a little too far.
For real. For real.
Yes.
All right. With that, I suppose we should wrap the episode.
I might as well.
For about.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right. Well, thank you for watching and listening to Comic Talk 616 this week. I'm Matt.
I'm Steve.
I'm Dave.
I'm Dave.
No, I'm Dave.
3
Jake.
days.
Hey, Jake.
No. 2's too many.
There you go,
I
Jake.
hate you.
All
Anyways,
for you.
guys,
Just for you,
thank
Jake.
you for tuning in. We'll see you for the midweek news break. Steve is the worst.